welcome back to my cancer vlog. Today we are talking about pain, and I am being interviewed by the incredible Felice Shays, who is an SM and sex educator and coach. And this all started because when I was younger, my mom took me to the doctor, she took me to the doctor because I would recoil whenever anybody would push or shove me. I was always in a lot of pain. And so she thought there was something wrong. So she took me to the doctor. My doctor gave me a full exam, brought her back in the room and says, "Your daughter has what we know, the medical term is wussiness."
He did not.
My doctor called me
did
a
not.
wuss. Yes, he did. He did. And so I spent my entire life as a wuss, as many of my friends know. I've kind of avoided pain at all costs. I have a very low pain threshold. So I knew that when I got cancer that I was going to have different surgeries and different treatments, and so I wanted to change my relationship with pain. So I decided to learn from those in the SM community and try to figure out sort of what strategies I can use to transform my own thinking on it.
So what did you find out? If talking to them about pain, or what did you find out?
So I found out a few things. The first thing I found out was that they often use the word sensation instead of pain. And that already was transformative, that it's not something to just like freak out about, it's just another sensation that happens. Maybe more intense, but still another type of sensation. Another thing that I learned is that not all pain is bad. We always say pain is an indicator of something's wrong, but that's not actually always the case. If you have an open wound and you pour hydrogen peroxide on it, it's going to sting, which means something good is happening. It's healing. It's working. Or if you work out too hard the next day and you're sore, that also means that you're creating the body that you're hoping for in some cases. Also, if you're having a baby, there's lots and lots of pain associated with having a baby. But at the same time, you get a prize at the end of it. You get this awesome baby at the end of it. And so there's lots of places where pain can actually be a good thing. And so that really helped change my thinking. And then the final thing that really took it over the top for me was when people started talking about pain as a release. And what they said, what my friends were talking about is how the pain itself is helpful in releasing a lot of the energy that's pent up, a lot of negativity that pent up. Life is hard. Life is really, really hard. We all have stress and anxiety and fear, and it all sort of sits inside us. And sometimes when you can externalize it through pain, then it's a way for that stuff to expel, to exit your body. And it leaves more room for you to put stuff in that you really like, and like love and joy and compassion and all these things that can actually make you feel stronger, where you can actually rebuild yourself.
So it's a catharsis in order to let other stuff in.
Right, yeah. Right, exactly. Yeah. And so I thought that was a powerful way of thinking about it.
So it sounds amazing, all theorized, but how do you put it into practice? What do you do?
Practice. So I practiced with pain, and I found some strategies that were really helpful to me. And the first strategy was to, what somebody said, don't resist it, lean into it. And that is an interesting way of thinking about it, because when pain typically happens to me, I would just freak out, right? And so there was a lot of resisting going on, but that doesn't help you control the pain, right? And so what they said is lean into it. Don't try to stop it, accept that it's there, be aware of it, but don't try to control it. And that was really helpful for me to say, okay, I can be aware of it happening and I can lean into it and learn more about it. The second thing was in order to support you in leaning into it, was to breathe deeply.
Absolutely.
Breathing really helps to center you. And what I was finding is as I was breathing deeply, it really allowed me to become more aware of myself and my own consciousness, and be more aware of the pain that was existing, but not necessarily be overwhelmed by the pain. In other words, I could be conscious about myself and I could be conscious about the pain that was happening, and we could coexist, but it wouldn't overwhelm me. And then the final strategy was this idea of going to a place of localizing it and learning from it. So understanding the pain, moving into it to say, what kind of pain is it? Is it stabby? Is it throbby? Can you move it from here to there? How big is it? Is it getting smaller? Is it changing over time? And again, everything's increasing awareness of the pain which would make it easier to not freak out and to really just, again, coexist and be aware that it's happening without letting it overwhelm. Oh, and the last strategy was go into a happy place. Finding something in your brain that you love to think about, a time or a place that you can visualize that brings you a lot of joy, because they say that pleasure actually overrides pain in the brain. So you can physically stop feeling the pain to a certain extent if you can think strongly about things that you really, really enjoy.
What's amazing about this also is it's such a practice.
Mm-hmm.
It takes time. This doesn't necessarily happen overnight that you can really achieve this. But as soon as you start practicing breathing, I mean, what I always talk about is low and slow in terms of breathing. Is you breathe low in your body, slow everything down right from your diaphragm, putting the breath from here, letting your breath affect all of your body. And it just takes practice.
Yeah.
And you meditate, and I know that's something that you really advocate, and for other people as well as for yourself.
Yeah.
So, but here's the thing. You're coming up into surgery and other procedures, and you have a lot of people who love you and care about you and who might really worry about how that you're in pain. What do you want to tell them?
So I just want to say thanks again. The emails, the Facebook messages, the phone calls are all really helping. So thank you for those. And they're helping me cope with some of the emotional stress that comes along with it. So that's making me feel great. And I want you to know, for my friends who know me really well, I got the wuss factor down. That's old Dara. That's pre-cancer
No more
Dara.
wuss. Goodbye.
That's done. And now sort of I'm in a place, I've got these strategies, I'm feeling good. I know some of the days are going to be hard, and not all these strategies are going to be perfectly effective all the time. But I feel really good that with these strategies and with your love and all the support that I'm getting, like, I'm going to be okay. I'm absolutely going to be okay. And so I just want to say thanks for your love. And look, if some of these strategies work for you, please let me know about that, because that would be awesome. That would make me feel great if they help you in dealing with any pain you're having.
So Dara and I talked about doing this really kind of hokey and amazing thing. We want to see how Dara's learning how to put these strategies into practice. And so I'm going to give some pain to Dara, some sensation, right? So
Right.
It's not even pain anymore, theoretically.
Sensation.
Intense sensation. And we're going to bring the former wuss reaction and then the new improving, breathing, happy place reaction.
Yeah.
You want to try?
We're going to do it. Okay,
right,
so the first is pre-cancer Dara.
Okay.
This is how I would normally react to pain.
And don't put it on, just really react.
Okay.
Okay?
No.
Don't be like...
No performative element.
No
I've never
performative.
been known to be a ham ever before.
I'm so glad. Okay. All right.
Okay,
I'm
so
just
this
gonna
is general
pinch you.
reaction. I'm just
Right.
walking along, and all of a sudden, I feel some pain.
Hey, I'm gonna give you some sensation now.
Don't give me this.
Really?
Really?
Should I stop? Okay, I'm stopping.
Okay.
Okay. Really? That wasn't performative?
That was not performative. That is 100% me.
Wow, no wonder you're my approaching a doctor. All right. Now. Take two.
Take
wuss.
two.
Where's the wuss?
She's over there. We shut the door. Sayonara.
See you later, babe.
All right.
Okay, you breathing? Relax this hand too.
This is helpful connection. Oh, connecting to other people is helpful too. When you can actually have physical touch that's just very supportive also.
Okay, let's try again. Keep breathing, right?
Yeah. I can feel it, but it's not affecting me nearly as much.
And I'm pinching you even harder. It's beautiful.
Yeah. I can really feel it actually.
It's great.
Wow. You were pinching me harder?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it didn't feel nearly as bad as it did the first time. I felt really okay.
So now you get to keep practicing this. I don't need to pinch you, but you get to practice this.
Yeah.
And bring this forward.
Yeah, and we're all good. Thank you, Felice, for showing me how to like move through this incredible, powerful place.
Thank
in my
you
life.
for bringing everything that you do. You're gonna... Wuss no more, Amazon. Right on.
Woo!